Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Advance Wars Dual Strike. Last mission we absolutely wrecked Kindle and Clone Andy. Clone Andy had a very sad end. And next up is Mirai no Tameni against Von Bolt. Seriously, aerial reconnaissance. Look it up. No, it's not Nito, you psychopath. I mean, desertification isn't that advanced of a word. Maybe it's more advanced in Japanese. Also, yeah, look for the perfectly circular desert. I would have thought that maybe that wouldn't have been too hard to figure out. Interesting. You might think people would notice when all the fish started dying. I don't think that that would really be completely undetectable. Those swines. Why would that set his mind at ease? You've lost every single battle. Oh, it's the sunset palette again. Owl possum spit. Nice to meet you, HHH Von Bolt. Yeah, that's pretty much what I figured. You're dying. You've obviously resorted to extreme life preservation measures to try to preserve yourself. And now you're going even more extreme through methods that we will just gloss over. You somehow suck the very life force out of an entire continent to try to regain your youth. You're pretty messed up, Von Bolt. I'm looking forward to taking you down, you sicko. Seems to be indulging in the most extreme form of solipsism. Complete mentalist. No redeeming qualities here. I mean, Sturm didn't really have much in the way of redeeming qualities either, but at least he was cool. This guy's just a loser through and through. So is this the final mission, then? Interesting. X pretty final mission-y. Alright, so we've got a regular crystal here. The black obelisk at the opposite end of the very, very tall map. Very thin, tall map. Interesting. We're deploying the maximum possible number of forces. Looks like everybody starts with factories and such. We may want Colin and Hawk leading the main force. They already are. Hawk gained a rank, so we can give him another skill. Given the circumstances, I think combat pay might be a good one. Oh, right, I have to... whatever. Such a weird interface. There we go. I think that'll be good. Alright, now we're gonna have to think through the other teams. We don't have a naval specialist, we don't have Drake. We do have an air specialist, we have Eagle. We start with a lot of air units over here. Do they have an airport? They do. Okay, Eagle on the east, and who will be Eagle's second? We'll think about that. Over here, we have a port, and if we're going to be making a lot of battleships, then I think Grit will be good to increase their range. And, geez, I lost track. Okay. So Grit for blue and Eagle for green. I just lost track of the colors. Alright, and now we have to decide their seconds, which is less obvious. I think maybe Grit's second could be... Grim? So we can use Grim. Actually, in fact, maybe we should start with Grim and switch to Grit when we need the really long range. Could even do Max and Grit. I mean, they're kind of chocolate and peanut butter, right? They make up for each other's weaknesses. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, and that still leaves the question of who is Eagle's second. Could deploy Grim over there, perhaps. I don't think there's comm towers, or are there? I haven't really been paying attention. Okay, there's 3, but they're with the orange team. Maybe I should do Javier here, then. If there's 3 comm towers for the taking right here. And then Hawk could be Eagle's second. Yeah, the bird team, Eagle and Hawk. What could be more appropriate? It's interesting how for these 3 rows, the last column is just empty to indicate that you can't get a CO there. But for the black hole row, it's not that this column is empty, it's that it has an X through it. Which I wonder what that means. Maybe, like, you can actually unlock somebody there that you can use in the campaign? I don't know. Something like that, perhaps. Okay, so anyhow. I think we've got our team. That took a while, as usual, so quick save time. Alright, Von Bolt, you sack of crap. Looking forward to bringing you down. Mirai no Tameni! Villainy most villainous. Huzzah! Alright, so... Okay, we got a couple of mini cannons here. Want to be careful of those. I'll try not to forget about them. Orange's first job is to not die, which, given what is coming our way, might not be the easiest job. And lots of me shields might be good for a bit. And artillery. Because, yeah, there's going to be a lot of artillery battle going on, so maybe one meat shield and one artillery. Won't want to switch to Javier until we've captured those comm towers. Okay, that was awesome. We got we got like a custom little theme for having Max and Grit. At least I think that's what happened, right? That was kind of interesting. Alright, once we need Grit's range, we'll switch to him, which maybe we'll need that right away, actually. Actually, could we have fired immediately if we had started with Grit? It kind of looks that way. Oh well, it is what it is. We don't have any aircraft for our carrier here. Looks like we might want more infantry, because there's a lot of stuff to capture along here. A black boat probably wouldn't hurt for repair purposes. I expected the black boat might be the all-around most useful of the lab units, and it seems like that is indeed the case. Looks like I'm just going to want to charge with this team. They're going to have fuel problems, but thankfully Eagle will keep them in the air longer than they would otherwise. Oh wow. Don't underestimate the movement range of fighters. Good lord! Okay, so it's safe to stop directly in front of the cannon. Or here. Yep. Get another infantry. Oh, you get quite the ominous theme. Okay. Well, I mean, it was pretty obvious that they were just going to advance for the first turn. They weren't close enough that any combat would ensue yet. That said, things are going to start getting interesting real quick. Maybe one more artillery and another duder. And then we just wait for them to come. Alright, let's start blowing up these cannons. Alright, good. Won't take long to take that thing out. I also want to take out the enemy cruisers so that my submarine can wreak some havoc. Let's not carelessly get in range of anything, though. And yeah, the carrier doesn't really have a lot to do until I have aircraft. Well, it has anti-air capability, so could be useful for that. I sort of question our tactics fielding a carrier with no planes on it, but, you know, whatever. Maybe an APC, so I can send some of these guys a little faster. Might want to switch to max now? I think so. For direct firepower. I didn't double check Max's skills, did I? I don't know if I equipped all the maximally appropriate ones. Oops, should have reviewed them. Oh, okay. Got me covered now, huh? Goodbye, cannon. I have countermeasures for this. It's called stealth. What now? APC, maybe? Yeah, I think so. Almost wonder if I should have gotten that first rather than waiting, but whatever. Oh, okay. I saw where their submarine dove. It was like one space to the northwest of that crystal. Okay, and it was confirmed when the black boat suddenly went there to, repair it, or not repair it, but resupply it. Right, I'm not controlling blue yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, the battle is joined. Oh, come on, finish it. I should have used the Mega Tank. What was I thinking? I don't want them getting first strike on my Mega Tank, so let's block with the APC, I guess. Might be worth switching to Javier now that I control 2 comm towers. I wish I knew the magnitude of his bonuses. Look at all this stuff. I think I might want to rocket next. Alright, Javier, you're on point. Alright, now we're controlling blue. Let's hit their battleship with our submarine. Hit their cruiser with our battleship. Oh, Max, why did I switch to you? Why did I do it? No, nothing's in range! Max! Max! No! No! Why? Ah! That was a mistake. Ah. Let's get the artillery specialist back in there. Good lord. Ugh. I thought I had correctly calculated the range change from going to grit to max, but I didn't. I was off by 1. Blah. Anyway. Well, since the stealth fighter is untargetable, how about we just go on a turkey shoot? Oh wow, only 48%? I would have thought it would do better than that. Aw. Oh well. Oh, and of course it can fight back too. Duh. But, didn't go quite as well as I was hoping, to be honest. Alright, we can get inside that thing's minimum range. Would we be in range of any AAs? Not that I can tell. Can I get inside its minimum range? Nope, never mind. No, I cannot. Okay, in which case... There. I guess you're next. Dead. Okay. Maybe another bomber would be a good thing to buy here. Interesting choice of target. Oh, wait, yeah, duh, that was the... Oh, did I accidentally park my Neotank in range of the enemy's mini-cannon? Is that what happened there? Oh, I just realized we haven't been getting to see Von Bolt's little battle portraits. Let's briefly turn animations back on long enough to see a bit of that, I suppose. Okay, things are about to get interesting in here. I'm not sure he's going to have much in the way of expressions, actually. We probably haven't been missing much. Okay, yeah, his face doesn't even change, regardless of what's happening. Or so it seems. So for the sake of a sane amount of time... I don't even remember what your powers are, Javier. Doubles the effect of comm towers. Okay, and then there's one that triples. Good grief. Still, should I maybe just save up for his maximum power? Get in there. Destroy! Quite a battle, quite a battle. Oh, they have a bomber, wow. Should have kept this back, I think. It'll be easier for the bomber to get inside its dead zone, its minimum range. May want to stay as Javier for now while we're in the thick of the fighting. And let's not get anything too expensive. Let's wait until we're calling again to buy expensive things. Okay. Good lord. Grit, show Max how it's done. Ugh. Ugh. Let's get the sub. Okay, there Max would have showed Grit how it's done. As much as I want to kill this cannon, we kind of need to win the naval battle first. There. Cannon's gonna get another turn to shoot at us because of that, but we needed to secure the water. Otherwise, they would blow us up while we were trying to support Orange's big push. Stay as Grit for at least one more turn. Let's save up for that battleship. Maybe get another infantry. And let's move the carrier up to where it can help cover against the enemy bomber. I think the bomber should struggle to stay out of the range of both the anti-air missiles and the carrier. Okay, so we've got the enemy fighters still rampaging. Can you finish it? I almost feel like maybe you can't. You know what I never did? I never checked what Von Bolt's powers are. What kind of oversight is that? All units have superior firepower and defenses, so kind of like Sturm, I guess. Minus the ignore terrain movement penalties thing. Ex Machina. Fires shockwave that paralyzes electrical systems and causes 3 points of damage to all forces in range. What's the range? Damaged units must skip their next turn. Now that sounds more like an EMP. Why is it called Ex Machina? It sounds like an electromagnetic pulse. So is that kind of like Sturm's Meteor? Except it does less damage, but it causes affected units to lose their next turn, which if anything makes it sound worse than Meteor. And by worse I mean more powerful. Worse to be the recipient of. Well, whatever it is, we're going to learn, because we're about to get hit with it next turn, it looks like. Surprised Eagle is struggling like this, considering he's the aerial specialist. Let's see. Stay as Eagle? Yeah, I guess so. Oh boy, here it comes. The Ex Machina, which I'm going to call the EMP. Okay, yeah, it's a lot like the the meteor. Except that since those units aren't even going to be able to act next turn, that's real brutal. Though they're still blocking the way, so... they're still doing half their job, and wow, that Mega Tank is holding out like a champ. Well, I think we can clearly all see that this is going to be a long battle. It was always obvious this was going to be a multi-parter, so I'm going to call it here, and we will continue what appears to be the big climactic final battle against Von Bolt in the next video. I'll see you then.